Good afternoon and welcome to Colonel's Corvette's YouTube channel. Today we are working on a 73 Corvette, and while I was driving the car I could smell gasoline, and then when I parked it in the garage I could there was a really strong smell of gasoline, and I didn't see any leaks underneath the car, but I did do some investigating and I went ahead and removed the spare tire and the spare tire carrier, and that was pretty simple to remove. There are, of course, you unhook the bolt that holds the latch here, and then two 5/8 inch wrenches, or a 5/8 inch wrench to loosen this nut, and then a 3/16 inch wrench to unscrew this, and that removes the carrier. Then once the carrier is removed, I was able to take the top cover plate off with 4 bolts. This one here and there, and then the 2 that hold on the bracket for the carrier. And after I got the top cover of the spare removed, I quickly saw the problem. Fuel was leaking on top of the carrier, and you can see the staining, and then from here is dripping onto the muffler. Let me see if I can show you the muffler. It has stains on it from gasoline dripping on it, and then immediately vaporizing because of the warmth of the muffler. So I further investigated, knowing that I did have a leak come from the side of the fuel tank, and found that this component right here is mounted on the side of the driver's side fuel tank, and it's called a separator. And it is mounted with the small end up on a bracket, and I'll show you right here on this bracket right here on the side of the fuel tank. And you can see it's with the small end up, and that's very important for it to be able to separate. The purpose for this separator is if the full fuel tank gets too full, or there are vapors in the tank, the vapors come out of the tank through this tube right here, and it departs through this separator, letting only the vapor go through this separator, and then the vapor goes to the front of the car underneath the windshield washer reservoir, and there's a canister there with charcoal in it. And what that does, it puts the vapor in there, and then it's vacuum or sucked into the engine through the vacuum to prevent that gasoline smell in your garage after you've been driving your car. So what I found when I looked closely is this separator right here. Sure enough, it was leaking out of the bottom. It was all very wet underneath here. So I went in and ordered a brand new one, and I will place it in, and also I'll use new hoses as well and new clamps, because it is kind of awkward to get up underneath there with your hands. It's best to maybe remove the wheel. Certainly you have to remove the spare tire cover and then the top plastic piece, so you can have good access in there with your screwdrivers and your sockets to tighten the clamps onto the hoses, and also to mount the screws that hold this separator onto the side of the fuel tank. So once that's all done, I imagine the car will not leak, since we did find the problem, but that's the purpose for the separator, where it's mounted, and in my case, the cause of the gas smell in the garage. Again, thank you for watching our YouTube channel, and have a really good day. Thank you.